Have you ever felt like something was taken from you, something deeper than just peace? A profound emptiness that seems impossible to fill. The invisible pain that narcissism leaves. A wound you can't see but feel deep within your soul. This pain, though invisible, has a name: narcissism. And the good news: Carl Jung has shown us that it is possible to heal from this pain. Today, I will show you how. Narcissism leaves deep scars. They are not physical wounds that you can see, but they are the ones that hurt the most. A narcissist destroys you from the inside out, making you feel small, undervalued, and unworthy. But the worst part is that this damage isn't always obvious to others. The pain is invisible. Narcissism drags you into a spiral of insecurity, doubts, and makes you question who you truly are. But what you don't know is that this pain has a way to healing, and Carl Jung explained it very clearly. Carl Jung, one of the great pioneers of psychology, spoke about the power of individuation, a process in which we confront our inner shadows, those parts of us that we have ignored or repressed. Narcissism creates a deep shadow, that part of you that makes you feel unwanted, empty, and broken. But Jung said something crucial. True healing begins when we recognize and face those shadows. The first step in healing is accepting that this pain is real, but it doesn't define you. You are not an empty shell without solution. You are a whole being, and the key lies in reconnecting with your essence, the one that narcissists tried to destroy. Healing from narcissistic pain, according to Jung, is not about erasing the suffering, but integrating it. It's a process of acceptance and self-awareness. The first step is to stop blaming yourself. The narcissist made you believe that it was your fault, that you didn't deserve love. But what you didn't realize is that this pain could be the catalyst for your transformation. The next step is self-compassion. You need to start being kind to yourself, just as you would be with a good friend. By letting go of the false beliefs that narcissists imposed on you, a new sense of identity begins to blossom, one that is yours, pure and authentic. Regaining your true self takes time and patience, but true transformation happens when you allow yourself to be vulnerable and embrace all parts of who you are. The pain caused by narcissism can be a lesson of growth, not just endless suffering. By confronting your shadows and healing the void, your life will take on a new purpose. Just as Jung taught, by integrating the broken parts of you, you become a stronger, more complete being. And while the path to healing is not easy, there is always light at the end of the tunnel. Remember, narcissism doesn't have to define your life. Today, start your journey to healing. If you're ready to heal the invisible pain of narcissism, follow this path. Do it for you, because you deserve it. The second phase of healing involves reclaiming your sense of self. Narcissists often strip you of your identity, making you feel like you are nothing without them. They distort your reality and inject you with self-doubt, making you question your worth. But the truth is that this pain is a reflection of how much you've been affected by them. It is not who you are at your core. According to Carl Jung, individuation is the process where you begin to discover your true self. You see, the narcissist's greatest weapon is their ability to create confusion, making you feel disconnected from your own identity. You start to believe that you need their approval to exist, that without them you are incomplete. This confusion can make you feel like you're losing yourself, trapped in a distorted world where the narcissist holds all the power. But remember, this is the illusion they have created. Reclaiming yourself is a gradual and courageous process. The first thing you need to do is separate yourself from the narcissist's toxic influence. This means distancing yourself from their manipulation, their gaslighting, and their emotional abuse. It might be painful, but the more space you create between yourself and their control, the more room you have to rediscover who you are. Jung believed that confronting your inner darkness was a necessary step for transformation. This is where you have to dig deep into your psyche, exploring the wounds that have been created by narcissistic abuse. You have to face the parts of yourself that were made to feel unworthy, invalid, and insignificant. These are the aspects that the narcissist exploited. However, Jung said that by confronting these wounds, we have the opportunity to heal and grow. It's in the darkest places where we find the most light. Self-reflection is key in this process. It's about taking a deep look at your past and acknowledging the damage that has been done. But it's also about understanding that this damage does not define you. It's about seeing yourself beyond the narrative that the narcissist imposed on you. You are not broken. You are not unworthy. The pain you feel is a result of external forces trying to shape you into something you are not. Your true self is intact, waiting to be uncovered. Self-compassion becomes your foundation. Jung emphasized the importance of being gentle with yourself during this journey. You might feel anger, sadness, or frustration, and that's okay. These emotions are valid. But what matters most is learning to forgive yourself for believing the lies that the narcissist told you. You must stop blaming yourself for their behavior and begin to heal from the wounds they caused. Healing is a process of peeling away layers of self-doubt and pain, and as you shed these layers, you begin to uncover the authentic version of yourself. You start to reconnect with your values, passions, and desires. You may even begin to remember the things that once brought you joy, the things that were buried under the narcissist's control. This is the power of individuation. It is the path to wholeness. As you regain your sense of self, you also begin to integrate the parts of yourself that were repressed or ignored. You reconnect with the parts of your soul that were diminished by the narcissist's presence. It's about remembering who you truly are, beyond the pain and manipulation. As Carl Jung wisely said, healing is not about fixing the broken pieces, but about integrating them into a stronger whole. The healing journey requires courage and patience, but the rewards are immense. When you begin to heal the invisible pain of narcissism, you will realize that you are not the victim of their abuse. You are the survivor of your own transformation. As you continue the healing journey, you will begin to realize the importance of redefining your boundaries. Narcissists thrive on your lack of boundaries. They prey on your willingness to give, your compassion, and your ability to care for others at the expense of yourself. One of the hardest lessons after narcissistic abuse is learning how to say no and put yourself first. Jung believed that individuals must learn to separate from the influence of others to achieve true growth. This is part of the individuation process. Boundaries are the necessary walls that protect your emotional and mental well-being. Without them, you are left vulnerable to further manipulation and abuse. The narcissist will likely test these boundaries, pushing you to give in to their demands and desires. They may use guilt, manipulation, or emotional blackmail to make you feel obligated to meet their needs above your own. But it's important to remember that these boundaries are not walls meant to separate you from others in a negative way. Rather, they are your personal shield, helping you preserve your energy, maintain your self-worth, and stay grounded. Boundaries are essential to protecting your soul, your sense of self, and nurturing your growth. Establishing these boundaries is not just about saying no to others. It is about saying yes to yourself. The narcissist may push against your boundaries, but it's essential to stay firm and committed to them. It's easy to feel guilty when the narcissist accuses you of being selfish or uncaring, but these accusations are part of their manipulative tactics. They want to blur the lines between what is healthy for you and what serves their needs. Don't allow guilt to take control. Boundaries are not a sign of selfishness. They are a form of self-respect, and they will help you protect your emotional well-being in the long run. The next part of healing involves reconnecting with your sense of inner peace. Narcissistic abuse disrupts your emotional equilibrium. It makes you feel anxious, overwhelmed, and constantly on edge, like you're never fully in control of your thoughts or emotions. The chaos caused by narcissistic manipulation can create a sense of disorientation, where you are unsure of what's real and what's not. One of the most powerful tools for healing from this is mindfulness. Carl Jung emphasized the importance of embracing the present moment. When you are fully present in the here and now, you can escape the constant cycle of anxiety and worry that narcissistic abuse leaves behind. Mindfulness isn't just about meditation or breathing exercises. It's about learning to live in a way that honors your feelings without judgment. It's about accepting your emotions, even the painful ones, as part of your healing process. Narcissistic abuse may have taught you to suppress your feelings, to ignore your intuition, and to doubt yourself. Mindfulness helps you reconnect with your inner truth, teaching you to listen to your body, your mind, and your heart. When you practice mindfulness, you reclaim your ability to feel, to be present, and to process your emotions in a healthy way. One of the greatest challenges after narcissistic abuse is learning to trust yourself again. Narcissists are masters of manipulation, and their tactics often make you second-guess your own judgment. You may feel confused, uncertain, and question everything about your past interactions with the narcissist. Mindfulness helps to clear that mental fog. It helps you recognize that your feelings, thoughts, and experiences are valid. It allows you to honor your inner wisdom and restore the trust that was lost during the narcissistic relationship. Healing from narcissistic pain also involves rediscovering your passions and purpose in life. Narcissists often trap you in a world that revolves around them. They suppress your dreams, invalidate your desires, and make you feel like your goals don't matter. They project their own selfish needs onto you, and in doing so, they erase your own sense of purpose. But in healing, you begin to remember the dreams that were once yours, the passions that were buried deep within you, waiting to be rediscovered. Carl Jung believed that a life lived without purpose is one that is filled with emptiness. He emphasized the importance of living authentically and following your true path. This is the time to explore what truly makes you happy. What did you love doing before the narcissist came into your life? What activities, hobbies, or passions made you feel alive? Take the time to reflect on what brought you joy before the narcissist's presence overshadowed your life. Start reconnecting with these passions. Rediscover what brings you joy, peace, and fulfillment. It's not about doing what others expect of you. It's about doing what feels right for you. As you reconnect with your sense of purpose, you will begin to notice the void that narcissism created in your life starting to fill. The emptiness that you once felt will begin to fade as you rediscover who you are and what truly matters to you. The more you focus on reconnecting with your authentic self, the more you will experience a deep sense of fulfillment and satisfaction that has been missing for so long. Remember, healing is not a straight line. It will have its ups and downs. There will be moments where you may feel overwhelmed or discouraged, but it's important to remember that every step you take, no matter how small, is progress. The journey of healing is filled with growth and transformation. It's about becoming stronger, wiser, and more resilient than you were before. There will be times when you feel that you've taken 2 steps forward and 1 step back, but even those setbacks are part of the process. Each day, you get closer to reclaiming your peace, your purpose, and your emotional freedom. Healing from narcissistic abuse is a lifelong journey, but it's one that leads to a deeper understanding of yourself, your worth, and your true potential. Embrace the process and trust that with time, you will heal, and you will emerge stronger than ever before. The narcissist's influence may have had a profound impact on you, but it does not define you. You are not the pain, the manipulation, or the abuse. You are a person of strength, resilience, and limitless potential. You are capable of reclaiming your life and living it on your own terms. Don't let the past define your future. If this video resonated with you and you feel that healing is possible, leave a comment with the word healing to start your journey. Don't forget to subscribe to Healing Echoes for more content that helps guide you toward emotional freedom and self-empowerment. You are not alone on this path. Let's heal together.